Fudge, we're back at it. Now listen, this is something...
we got Creed at home. What?
Yo, this is something I wanted to do for a long time, but instead with carbon buckets for the comfort seats for the M2. Right. But now we're doing it on an i4.
So, here
Justin,
we have...
what do we got in the bag?
A 2020 something, 3, 4 something. M40, i4, M40, M50, something like, yeah, M50.
There's a lot of numbers on the back.
Yeah, there's a lot of numbers. Anyway, as you can see, stock seats.
Yep,
comfort
standard seats.
Yeah, which pretty much look like the standard
they look
seat
great.
that you get and everything.
They look really good.
But you know what looks cooler?
Show them, Fudge.
Which is, I'm blown away that he was able to fit this in the trunk of the car.
I know, it's impressive.
We got G82 seats in the back.
Wow.
So we're gonna find out.
Now, do you think this guy bought buckets?
So we're gonna find, no, judging by this, his car was definitely in an accident. We're gonna find out if these are take the bolts out, take the connector off, put the bolts in, put the connector in, done. That's it.
I'm curious.
We're gonna find out, Tyler. So your curiosity is gonna be cured.
These look good, but
we're gonna have a two-tone interior, red and white. It's gonna look like a candy cane up in here.
Christmas.
We're sweet, baby. You dig?
Christmas. So, it ain't even Christmas.
Let's get these seats out of the trunk. Let's get those seats out of the car. And let's put these seats in the car. And let's see what happens.
Let's do it.
On the i4 M450i. Fully electric. Growl, baby.
All right, Fudge, give them the details.
Okay, so if you're doing this at home, T50.
Wow.
T50. So in our instance here, obviously the seatbelt got cut. There's a bolt back here.
Yep.
That's it. Hold that on, and then there's going to be two bolts.
Two bolts on the back. Two bolts on the front.
Two bolts on the front that are going to be right here.
Yep.
Go through like this. This.
One harness. Wow.
That's not it. Oh, it is it. Yeah, it goes down and then it.
Yeah, you gotta rip that one off.
Yeah, there it is.
That's the old one. Gets plugged into here. Secure it.
Obviously, this is not
up to code.
We're gonna fix that so it sits in there nicely. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So now we'll go over to the car side and get it out.
4 bolts plus 1 seat bolt,
bolt,
and 1 harness. Is it gonna work?
Hell yeah!
He said, hell yeah.
Alright.
Courtesy of ACI, we got the vacuum out. See that?
I'm a nice guy.
We care about our customers' cars.
All the French fries.
Seats are out. Fudge is giving it a quick vacuum. But gonna be putting in the G80 seats next. Fudge detailing. Coming soon. Yes, sir. I don't want that burgundy no more. Fudge, you don't want those burgundy seats anymore.
No problem.
No problem. Stock seats are out. We're about to put in the M3 seat. And Fudge, I'm curious if this is gonna light up, which I think it will. And I'm also curious to see if it's actually gonna work.
Well, let's say, let's
get it in there, Fudge.
Let's solve your curiosity.
Get it in there.
1 eternity later.
All right, Fudge. We're gonna hook a chain to it. We're back.
So Tyler, if you're doing this at home, you may notice your driver's seat, full functionality, works no problem.
So driver's seat is just straight plug and play.
Driver's seat, plug and play, no problem.
Awesome.
And there's pretty much one reason why that works and one reason that we need to do a lot of other work.
To the passenger side.
The driver's seat is CAN integrated on the M3s and or pretty much all of the cars, right? You'll never have an issue there. the passenger seats talk differently to the car than the driver's seat does. So here we have the stock seat that came out of the car.
Yep.
You can see we have pretty much all these harness. I think they are shaped the same.
Right.
But you can see there's differences between the plugs and stuff inside. So if we go over to the G80, you see how it only has like, the gray one's gone. There's a couple different pin spots. That's okay.
Okay.
What you need to do is figure out how to make that seat talk to the car.
Okay.
Because if you look here, the airbag controller is here, right? It's the same exact one on both cars. That's a similarity. But in here, I'm not gonna pop it out because it's probably broken, but this is the passenger seat control module. Okay. Now if we look at the G80 one, you can see it's a way big difference. Yeah. So we found out after looking at diagrams and all this, this seat is not CAN integrated, right? Like this one is. Right. So there's 2 wires that go into this that meet this plug that talk to the CAN system. So basically the passenger seat and the driver's seat are talking separately to one system. Okay. So what we have to do to get the G80 seat to work full functionality out of the seat is we need to tap into the driver's side. Right. So the way to do that is you're going to go under basically to this harness on the car side. Yep. So this one right here, on that side, there's a red and a blue wire. That's your power and ground to the CAN system. You're going to tap off of that seat, bring the wire. I went through here. You can see a little bit sticking out.
Under the center console.
Under it, tapped it, added the pins into this connector. So they chopped one of the connectors on those seats. Okay. So I depinned the 2. You're going to do number 5 and 6 is what the K-CAN connections are for power and ground. Awesome. Number 7, you can add a 12 volt if you want to light up the M badge, just so you guys know. So you're going to run, you'll notice on that seat 5 and 6, blue and red. Perfect. This one on that seat, nothing there. Okay. So run the 2 wires to that, bring them over here, pin 5 and 6, red and blue, just like how it is on the stock. Pin that, and that'll power and ground the seat. Awesome. So, and that's it. I'm not too sure. Now, question for you. What else? That's where we are right now. When I plug the seat in and it works, we may have to reinitialize the seat mat or the seat occupancy sensor. Okay. But to get the seat working, is basically we need to be able to tell the car that the seat is there. Because if you just plug it in, it doesn't know. Okay. So, question for you. If there's someone out there watching this that owns a G80 and they're simply swapping the color seats, so say they buy a different color offline and they want to put those seats in their car instead, do you still have to mess with the passenger stuff, or is that simply plug and play when it's G80 to G80? No, G80 G80, the way the seats talk are all the same. Cool. But because this isn't a G80 M3, the way it talks is differently to the car. Obviously, it's the i4. It's just funny how the driver's seat... The M cars are always going to talk differently than the normal cars. Okay. Still, the seats may even talk differently. Your carbon buckets may not be the same. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Your ventilated seats may not be the same because guess what? You have the air conditioning fans in there. So there may be even more that you have to add onto it. But for this guy, what he wanted to do was just get the seat working. He doesn't care about the badge lighting up. Right. But in case you do want to do that, pin 7, add 12 volts. That should light up the badge. Cool. But yes, add the 2 wires, talk to the CAN, get everything talking to each other, and then we should be good. Awesome. No, it's super cool to see these seats in this model for sure. Definitely a lot of they look really good. Figuring out what's going on there. But it's funny because the driver's seat is totally fine. Like you don't have to mess with anything. That's because the module has power and ground going to the body control. Right. Talking to it. It's crazy. It looks great on this color. I like it. I just want it done now. Let's get the seats in, Fudge. All right, Fudge. We are here in the i4. Yeah. M50. So just put everything back together with our 2 wires added on. Now we're testing to make sure that everything's working. Tyler, can you confirm that your seat moves? Yep. So let me show you guys real quick. Seat is moving front to back, and it's also tilting back, tilting forward. I can go up. So the only thing I think that gets deleted is your lumbar support. I don't believe will work. The lumbar does not work, and then the whatever other bolster thing they have doesn't work. Yeah. But I do feel the seat getting hot.
which as you guys can see here, the
So-
heated seat is on. So that's working.
Whew. Overall, not fun, but it is possible.
It's possible. You can put G80 seats in an i4 M50. So basically this will work with, you know, say you wanted to put it in a M340, M240.
Yeah, so the thing I was following was a G20, which is an M340. The guy put the carbon backs with he dyed it Tartufo,
Oh,
which is really nice. So, but just like back in the day, how we put the F80 seats in the E90.
Right.
If you remember that was not fun, but it was possible. So.
And these look great in here. They look really good, actually.
Yeah.
Honestly, like with the red, I thought it would clash, but it doesn't actually. Looks cool.
Thanks. Oh, my seat works too. That's it. M3 seats in an i4. Now it's a true M package.
Go buy your M3 seats on eBay.
That's it. And I know what to do.
Bye.
Let's do it.